How do? Welcome back. This is Chaingrave Games, and this is issue 2 of Warhammer 40,000 Combat Patrol. And in this issue, you'll be getting some Von Ryan's Leapers. Now, who's Von Ryan? Well, we don't know. However, what we do know is this is an absolute bargain of an issue. You're getting 3 little Tyrannid Griblies, which, well, not even that little to be honest, for an absolute bargain bucket price. Now, let's not beat around the bush, let's get into the magazine. Let's remove the head. Ooh, nearly. Pour out the contents. So, a little bit less in this issue than the last one. Obviously, the last one was the very first issue. In this issue is your 3 bases. Again, these models are all going to be push fit. These all came from the Leviathan box set, the starter box from last year. Now, let's have a look at the sprue. Now, these models are lovely little models. You can see there, came out 2003. Now, really, these just look like mini lictors. In fact, when I first saw the reveal for these, I was well, the trailer for Leviathan, I thought, ooh, lictors, and then I was like, oh, we're gonna get new lictors. I was thinking these were going to be the new lictors, but no, they've decided to make these Von Ryan's Leapers. But yeah, that's the sprue. Yeah, pretty self-contained sprue. You don't have any weapon options per se, unless you want to do a bit of kick bashing or something like that. But so you're getting this issue for $6.99 from Hachette Partworks. It doesn't say it on the magazine. From Games Workshop, this box will cost you £31.50, and from a third party, it'll cost you £25.20. So you're getting these 3 models for less than a third of the price. Absolute bargain. Now, before we get into the magazine, I just thought I'd do a little bit of a retrospective about these models, where they came from, the first mention of them, any other models or artistic depictions of them in the Games Workshop media. So I'll start that bit now. So the first mention of Von Ryan's Leaper was in the 3rd edition Codex for Tyrannids. As you can see, it looks like they're a gaunt genus, probably a Hormagaunt offshoot. However, apart from that brief mention in the 3rd edition Codex, we didn't get any pictures of what a Von Ryan's Leaper might look like. At least not until the Warhammer 40,000 collectible card game came out in the early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. And we got this artistic depiction of one, as drawn by Michael Filippi. And then we got nothing else, again, about the Von Ryan's Leapers until the launch of 10th edition last year, where we got these beautiful models. But that's the lore bit, the background. In future issues, as there will be models with more background and more lore to do with them, this section will be longer. But for now, to the magazine. So let's get into the magazine. And in this issue, you'll be building your Von Ryan's Leapers, painting them, reading about the Imperium, Vanguard Swarms and Invasion Swarms, collecting your Von Ryan's Leapers, a bit about Tyrannid units, and then playing Predator and Prey. Oh. Now, like last issue, the Von Ryan's Leapers are push-fit models. Your best bet, really, if you want seamless... I mean, these ones aren't that bad, because a lot of the details and stuff like that, any kind of lines you might have, aren't likely to be in places you notice that much. Although, you know, you're best off, if you do get a bit of a gap, just clip off the peg and then apply it with glue. And yeah, like I say, you've got no build options. These have all got the big rending claws as scything talons. Not rending claws, the big scything talons there. A little bit of how to paint your model. Base coat, shades, highlights. And techniques. And then the Imperium. The Imperium is the greatest and most powerful empire humanity has ever known. Through zealotry and fervent belief, it claims dominion over 1,000,000 worlds. And then we got the Defenders of Humanity. Okay, so yeah. Here you go. You've got your Space Marines, your Adeptus Astartes, you've got your Imperial Guard, the Astra Militarum, you've got your Sisters of Battle, the Adeptus Sororitas, and then, yeah, here we go. You've got your Adeptus Mechanicus, the Mechanicum. And then we got Vanguard Swarms. The Tyranid Swarm fights using advanced strategy and tactics. Before assaulting a world in force, the hive mind will dispatch stealthy packs of hunter-killers to infiltrate a planet's defenses. These vanguard organisms will ruthlessly work to gather vital intelligence while spreading fear and disarray. Gene Stealers, we've got new Gene Stealers as well with the launch of Leviathan. There we go, there's a Lictor. Lictor's a lot bigger in this edition, obviously to make up for the fact that they did Von Ryan's Leapers, and Von Ryan's Leapers, if I'm not mistaken, are on the same size base as the Lictors used to be, so they've had to, pump up the Lictors a bit. Invasion Swarms. No two Tyranid invasion forces are quite alike, but all are terrifying to behold. Descending from the sky in biological landing craft, a Tyranid invasion will often consist of several towering synaptic beasts. Each of these will have a total control over vast swarms of ferocious war organisms. And there's your Norn Emissary there. It's a beautiful model. I got myself one of them. Your Termagants and your Hormagants, the Gaunt, representing. And then here's your Von Ryan's Leapers. Von Ryan's Leapers are stealthy vanguard organisms that sow gory havoc behind enemy lines. Deployed as infiltrators or left in hidden locations like living landmines, Von Ryan's Leapers remain eerily still until the moment of the kill. When their prey is close, they explode into action in a storm of bladed claws. Then here we go, the data sheet for the Von Ryan's Leapers. Zoom in? Yeah, why not? Let's zoom in. And so this is the Combat Patrol data sheet, something I didn't specify last time. And so for the Von Ryan's Leapers, you got a movement of 10 inches, toughness 5, a 4+ save or a 6+ invul, 3 wounds, 8+ leadership, and an objective control of 1. Now they've only got Leaper's Talons, which is melee, 6 attacks, 3+ on weapon skill, strength 5, -1 AP and 1 damage. And then a little bit about Tyranid units, and then a little scenario you can play, which is probably your captain versus your 3 Von Ryan's Leapers. Yeah, well, nice little fun thing to do. Now, what's coming in the next 2 issues? Well, in the next issue, we know we're getting 5 Infernus Marines. And then in the issue after that, we'll be getting paint. Yay. Yeah, we'll be getting some paints. We're getting McCrag Blue, Barrack Nar Burgundy, and Wraithbone. And you'll be getting a starter brush, so we can start painting. My advice, when you finally get to your paint issue, buy yourself a can of primer. It's in these issues, it tells you that you don't have to prime your models, but it really is a hell of a lot easier if you do prime your models. You can look on YouTube for videos of the best way of kind of, getting your spray primer ready. If you want to buy a brush-on primer, you can do that as well, although a spray can is going to be easier. But, that would be my advice, really. But for now, please like, subscribe, and push the notification bell. Until next time, much love. I will see you in a bit.